Atsuyu fell in love with Hajiwara Shinsaburo, whom she fell in love with at first sight so badly, and the daughter due of Ijime Hizamon of the direct feudatory of a shogun died. The rice of the nurse died in pursuit of a sign, too. Shinsaburo spent days absorbed in a prayer to Buddha since he heard it. Ju-sun Night of the Tray. In a house of Shinsaburo, it was accompanied what Oyen and Atsuyu visited. A peony garden lantern is hung on the hand. The two who it was Shinsaburo surprised at the arrival of the two who were made to hear that she died, but are pleased with a rencounter after a long absence, and grow close. Banzu of the manservant looked in it. It is skeleton. That Shinsaburo holds if I see it in the mosquito net which a firefly flies about well. In fact, Okuni of the adding is loving one another with second son Genjiro of the next door after Hizamon. I let you instigate Genjiro and kill Hizamon without being timid even if caught in the flirtation spot by Hizamon. Which a firefly flies about near the two. There is something strange about the state of Bonzo. When Omine of the wife removes a mosquito net as I tell who it is in a mosquito net, Banzu is soaked with sweat alone. I tear off the charm which I put to protect Shinsaburo and say that I came so that and you will take up the sacred image which is against the departed soul whom I gave Shinsaburo. Oyen asks. Omine of the wife who heard it said a strange thing. I promised it for Oyen, which I said that I tore off a charm if I had Hyakuryo and was elaborate and appeared before long when I talked when I brought the money with tomorrow evening. When the poverty living was over, the couple was delighted in this. An attendant storehouse and the peak which Shinsaburo meets with in couple 2 the next day. When I replace a sacred image of the pure gold secretly and am waiting for a ghost, an oval gold coin falls from the sky. When tear off the charm, Atsuyu and Oyen thank it, and in a house. It was beckoned by a ghost, and Shinsaburo left for the next world after all. Then it is 1 year. Banzo and the couple of Omine came back through Hyakuryo which I got from a ghost in a breast in the hometown, and minded a shop of the kitchenware business called the Sekigakai shop now and was so doing good business. On the other hand, the living that Okuni takes ready money with Genjiro after having suppressed Hizamon, and escaped, but is on the way, and a foot of Genjiro completely has discouragement, possessions stolen, and is poor. While Okuni made money as a barmaid at a restaurant, I got to know Sekigakaya and became the deep relation. Banzo and one trouble that Omine which I heard the flirtation of the husband from a person and knew came back. Omine where the blood was served onto a head babbles out Hyakuryo which I got from just ghost. Okuni knows that the older sister of the CO worker is the maid who died in a backlash at the time of Hizamon killing. Okuni which shuddered with fate clings to Genjiro, but Genjiro pulls a sword and cuts at darkness and sticks oneself into the time that lets a foot get entangled, and fell down. I embrace it, and Okuni ends, too. Which only a firefly was mysterious, and glittered. By the way, it is a couple of Banzo and Omine to go the embankment. They came to dig a sacred image of the pure gold in question to escape before a bad rumor spread out. Bonzo which hits the flank of Omine in the short sword which he hit how although he thought that he let Omine watch it, and Bonzo has begun to dig it. In addition to get rid of cares, past crime in some kind of time when it is yelled if unbearable. It is a thing dead men tell no talesa. A fair hand grows from a river when going to return and drags an attendant storehouse. And a firefly only flies later.